Hey everybody, welcome to the first of many, your monthly video newsletter. I am so excited to get after it. First, we're going to watch a little bit of an overview of what you can expect, and then we're going to dive right in. Welcome everybody officially to your February video newsletter. Now, I've been wanting to do a newsletter for a while, but every time I would start to think about how I wanted to present it, the idea of sending out an email newsletter just sounded not innovative enough and just not the style that we're used to. So with that, we're going to go ahead and do a video newsletter. Now, this is going to be your central place where you can get all the information for what is coming with the Bond by Bree platform and just the community in general. So today, I want to welcome you. This is the first one ever, so congratulations for being here. Share it with somebody that you think this would be useful for, and we're going to dive right in. I also want to note that every single piece of information is in the show notes, so if you want to speed ahead or come back, I want to make sure you have a way to navigate through all of the content because there's going to be a bunch of different pieces. And speaking of that, at the end, I'm always going to make sure that this is a huge value add for you. My goal is that we're always going to answer some fitness, nutrition, habit, and mindset type questions because ultimately the goal of this entire thing is to provide more value for you in 2022. So welcome officially, and let's get after it. So just a little bit about the goal and kind of the why behind this whole video monthly update. So if you guys thought that 2021 was exciting, get ready for 2022. I want to share a little bit about what my experience was in 2021. It was a growth year for me, and a lot of what I share with you guys about mindset and positivity and protect your peace and consistency over perfection is because it has all been derived from what I learn, because I'm a lifelong learner. I love to read. I love to continue to expand my brain, but also I practice what I preach. So in 2021, just full disclosure, I left my comfort zone quite a bit. I left a comfortable, very, very solid position with a large company that I had had for many years. And I left that comfort zone because I needed to protect my peace and I needed to follow my passion and my dreams. I also, right after that, ended up joining something else that I thought it was something, and it really didn't turn out to be that great, and it actually turned out to be extremely toxic, and I was challenged again to protect my peace, draw my boundaries, and just move forward. Now, what I think was going on is that the universe was saying, hey Bree, you got these extreme passions, and you keep going elsewhere because you're trying to just be comfortable. Go all in on your dreams. Go all in and serve the community that you feel so pulled to serve. And guess what? That's you guys. So I have officially stepped out of my comfort zone. I walked away from everything toxic. I am now fully protecting my peace, and I couldn't be happier. So I am sharing that message with you guys because I want everybody to feel that kind of, I let it go. I don't have to deal with BS that just brings me down. So I am now going all in on my dreams and my passion, which I've always felt pulled to serve and teach and celebrate life and fitness and happiness and fun. And guess what? That means a whole lot of good things in store for you because you are the demographic that I want to serve. So get ready for 2022. That is truly where a lot of this is being born, is that I now have the focus, the time, and the attention to focus on just pouring all of my love, knowledge, my 20 plus years in my brain, and I'm just going to share it with you. And guess what? We are all going to level up together, because I don't see this as anything other than all of us linking arms side by side to just go to that next level. So that is kind of the why, and that's also the goal behind this update and future updates and just everything that we're doing, because there's a lot coming in 2022, a lot of programming, a lot of fun, a lot of goals, and a lot of results to be had. Let's talk first about announcements. So you've been seeing this in my stories if you follow me on Instagram, but if not, guess what? FITT 22 times 2 is coming, and it starts Monday. So literally like in 3 days from when you're first getting this in your inbox. So if this is something that you want to be a part of, I encourage you to go check it out now. Again, all the links are below. Now listen, something that is really new with FITT 22 is that we have created such a tight fit community, and I just want to show you guys a little bit about what it looks like on the platform. So when you go in, all of your content is loaded. Now, FITT 22 is 14 days of brand new workouts every single day, and it's 22 minutes. There's also a community chat feature. You're gonna see right here, it'll be sideways. The content's coming soon. But the community chat feature is where we all get to connect. It's literally been amazing. This 2-week version was born because the current group, we weren't ready to be done. So essentially we extended it, and I'm extending that offer to you, Bod by Green members. It is free for you. It's included in your membership. This is the chat, actually, by the way. It's included in your membership, and if you're not a member, it's okay. It's only $22 to join, and the membership, as you know, is $27 a month. Now, I feel like I plug it enough, but I don't think I really truly explain to you guys just how amazing the platform is. So you've noticed I'm not teaching on Instagram, and that is for the reason that the content is just so much better received on the platform, from an audio integration, from the video quality, and I'm going to get into that as I go into our innovation section. But I just want to let you know that FITT 22 times 2 starts Monday. Don't miss it. If you're looking for accountability and just a community, it's for you. I also want to note for FITT 22, let's take a look at the calendar together. So this is our FITT 22 times 2 workout calendar. As you can see, each day is laid out. Every workout is 22 minutes. It is for all levels, and we're going to alternate between our pump, hit, and then on Sundays, you're going to hit that flex session. Now, these workouts are, again, for everybody. They're effective. You don't have to take my word for it. I'm going to show you a couple highlights at the end where the community is going to tell you what they've thought about it, and it's just been an enormous hit. Very, very excited about that. Onto the innovation topics, because innovation is one of my favorite things to discuss. So innovation updates. As I mentioned, we have really improved the quality and the experience on the Bod by Bree platform, and I'm just going to cover a couple things. So first of all, if you weren't able to check out our live DJ workout that we did for New Year's, oh my goodness. The integration of overlays is next level. I'm going to link that again below. It is available for you to see, and on the Bod by Bree platform, of course. So that is one innovative tool that we've launched in 2022, and look out for more. This one was with DJ Tony J. I'll be guest hosting other DJs on the platform, and we're going to be doing live DJ workouts a lot more in 2022. I also have launched a brand new feature where you can see options in the video real time. So if you can see on my screen, this is an example from our pump number 6 session from FITT 22, and I'm showing options for different varieties, whether or not you want to not do it with a bench, if you want to have a little bit of reduced impact on your body or your joints. This is a new feature. I have also introduced a second camera option, as you will see right here, and this has been so great for just really getting a closer view, a connection point, and just a different angle, so you can not only see form but just feel like you're truly in class with me. So I've been very, very excited about these updates that we have just launched. All right, what is next on our list? So next we're going to cover what's coming up this month as far as live classes. Now, I am going to be going live 2 to 3 times on the Bod by Bree platform every single week. And if you haven't noticed in my stories, we're going live at different times, and this is so that everybody on the platform, I'm very, very passionate about making sure that every single person gets to experience a live class. So I do all sorts of different times. So if you do hop on, definitely give me your vote and let me know when you want to join a live class, just so you can experience it. But coming up in February, 2 to 3 times every single week is when we're going to be going live. And also you have planned workouts beyond the 2-week FITT 22. There's planned workouts in our calendar every single day of the week for you. All right, so next, this is a feature of our monthly update that I'm very excited about. So it's our community update. And since we missed January, I just want to call out happy birthday to all of our January babies. Now, if you're not on this list, it's because I didn't get your birthday, and there's a way for you to do that. Just click the link below and you'll be able to fill out the intake form. I want to know when your birthday is. I want to celebrate you guys. As you can see, we had a ton of January birthdays. So happy birthday to all my January babies. And February, the month of love. Happy birthday to all the February babies coming up. We even have a Valentine birthday, in fact. But I just want to always shout out happy birthday to all of our community members, and we'll be doing that every single month. So make sure to get on the list if I don't have your birthday. All right, next I want to go into member highlights. Now, I'm really excited about this category because really this whole thing is all about you. I hate when I feel like I'm putting stuff out where it's like video of me and picture of me. I really want this monthly update and the whole community, in fact, to be about you, because that's really what I feel called to do, is just serve this community and help you guys reach all of your goals and just enjoy the process. So the member highlight section is something that I'm super excited about. I'm going to highlight 2 really special members this month, and I can probably think about 50 others. So if we had maybe 5 more hours, I would go through all of it, but there's more months ahead. So I will be calling out all of you guys because you are all so special to me. But I would like to call out 2 special members right now. First one is right here, and then I'll come to this one next in no particular order. But first, I want to just call out Alyssa. Now, Alyssa has not only been an extremely committed member of the platform and of FITT 22, but she also is an example of what you can do even at 7 months pregnant. She is in incredible shape. I'm going to post all of their stories because they sent me the most amazing testimonials that give a lot of background and insight. So I'm going to post that for you guys on my blog, on my website. The link will be below. But read her story. I have a little snippet right here, but honestly, she is just an inspiration. And Alyssa, I know you're watching this, so I'm so appreciative of you and so excited for what's coming ahead, and just thank you so much for all of your dedication. Now, next, I want to highlight Laura. So Laura and I met a while back and just immediately connected. I am such a fan of her. Laura, I remember when you sent me a song request, or not a song request, you submitted when I said, send me the songs you want to hear. And I was like, oh, this girl's got great taste in music. And ever since, I just feel like we are always right here. So I want to highlight Laura as well, who's been making amazing progress in FITT 22. Again, just like Alyssa, she submitted the most amazing testimonial. And I think it's important that you hear from them specifically on their experience. So I will be posting Laura's as well, so you guys can read that. But Laura, I know you're watching this, and I just want to say I appreciate you as well. So big congratulations and thank you to both of you ladies. And in the months to come, just make sure that you submit a testimonial, and I will highlight more of you guys. I just had these 2 for this month. This is our first time doing this, so it's going to be different as we go through the process. This is just kind of a little introduction, and I can't wait to see where it goes, actually. All right, next up, go ahead and dive into some of the questions that I have that we're going to answer this month. So this is the section where I really want to provide a lot of value for you. So you'll also see, and I keep pointing down because everything's going to be linked. I'm asking for a lot of feedback and really what you want to see in these updates when we get to this section specifically. So today I'm going to answer a couple of the most common questions that I get whenever I poll on Instagram. I also want to know from you specifically what your questions are so that I can cover those in a future episode. So let's talk first about some tips based on some of the questions that I get the most from you. So here's one that I get all the time. What is the best for losing fat, cardio or strength training? Now, I know that this can maybe seem a little bit counterintuitive, but the answer is, it's complicated. No, here's the answer. So strength training, let's break it down. Strength training is going to be the best thing to improve, obviously, your muscle, improve your metabolism, keep you strong and healthy, and keep your bone health, and just all around create a strong body. It's also going to sculpt your body, right? So you're going to sculpt the muscles. You're going to have a really strong, just athletic physique. And let's be honest, I am all about the term strong, not skinny. So strength training, prioritize it. It is so, so, so important. So then let's talk about cardio, because I know what you're thinking. You're like, well, cardio burns calories and I don't burn as many calories when I strength train. True, but here is the truth about cardio. Do cardio for the benefits of cardio, which is heart health. It does burn calories, yes, but you want to do it for the health benefits and then enjoy the calorie benefits. But here is the trick. Whatever cardio you do, you want to be able to maintain that long term because your body will get used to it. So here's what I mean. Choose cardio that you enjoy, that you know long term you're always going to be able to continue. Don't say, I'm going to do 2 hours of cardio every single day, because guess what? When you stop doing 2 hours of cardio every single day, your body's going to go, I'm going to store some of that body fat. So you want to always do what you can maintain. That's why I'm a huge advocate of fun cardio that you will always want to do, because it is heart healthy. It's good for our bodies. We sweat out toxins. It is such a great thing for our life, but don't do it specifically to lose body fat. So if I have to sum it up, prioritize your strength training and then do fun cardio that you can maintain. Now, if there is maybe a vacation coming up or something where you just want to increase your cardio a little bit, do that for a couple weeks and then you can benefit from that and then go back to your regular routine. But please, please, please don't feel like you have to do 2 hours of cardio every single day, nor should you. I have been very open and honest and transparent with the fact that I don't do any extra cardio than what you guys see me do when I work out with you live. Honest to God, I do not do any extra. What I do extra is I strength train. And FITT 22 was honestly born from the strength training routines that I do that I wanted to share with you. So that's a long-winded answer, but definitely create a really sound training program that you can maintain long-term. And then when we go into this next topic, diet is going to be where you can control your calories a little bit more. So your next most common question that I get is, how can I lose tummy fat? Okay. This is definitely something that I've said before and you've heard before, but let's just make sure that it really gets in our brains. Okay, abs are made in the kitchen. And I am not advocating that everybody needs to focus on getting abs. Hands down, I am all about life and happiness and just feeling healthy. So this is by no means a plug that you need to be sculpting abs. I don't feel that way. But let's talk about what it truly takes to sculpt your body. If targeting your tummy is what you want to focus on the kitchen. So not my number one, these are my top tips for, and by the way, this is a downloadable PDF that you can get off my website. It'll be linked below. But these are my top tips. So in order to have a really, really well-rounded diet, here's tip number one, listen to your body. So you want to make sure that you are eating when you're hungry. I'm a big fan of intuitive eating. Now, if you track your food, totally fine. I am for tracking your food as long as it doesn't derail you and kind of have you go down that slippery slope of just getting really obsessed with what your intake is. So I'm an advocate of do what works for you, but intuitive eating, our bodies are very smart. They will tell us when we're hungry and they'll tell us when we're full. So just listening to your body is my number one tip. Now, next is prioritize your protein. Protein is going to keep that muscle that you're working so hard for on your body. It is also building blocks for all the tissues in our body, and just prioritize your protein at every single meal. Make sure you get that in. It also keeps you fuller longer. You also want to always put some veggies on your plate. I'm a big advocate of green veggies. I personally eat 5, if not 7 servings per day, every single day. Nutrients, vitamins. It's also great for fiber. It's healthy and it's going to fill you up as well. All right, next tip is drink your water. Or better yet, your gallon. So you don't have to drink a gallon every day like I do. And speaking of, I'm gonna grab a sip. You don't necessarily have to drink a gallon. I do have some recommendations again in this document that you can download, but drinking your water is going to help you. Sometimes you might just be thirsty and you think you're hungry. So prioritize your water, and that's also gonna help you regulate and understand what your true appetite is. Next, get your sleep. I know all of these are like, well, that's not really about my diet. Guess what? When you don't get the right amount of sleep, you end up craving more carbs. Your body's trying to crave more calories because it's low on energy, when you could have just gotten those Z's and you would have been a little bit better off. So prioritize sleep. It's going to help you regulate, again, your true appetite. Avoid processed foods. That's probably a given, but commit to it and see the changes. There's a lot of, and I'm just going to say it, there's a lot of crap out there, right? So let's eat natural, whole foods, give it a chunk of time and see the difference. Give it 30 days. Make that habit stick, right? Okay, last but not least, control your sugar intake. Goes same hand in hand with the processed foods. Sugar is, I actually feel like sugar is kind of like a drug. It's very addicting. So you might have a little bit of a withdrawal period, I'm totally being honest. But once you get through that, you also regulate your taste buds. I actually witnessed this myself early on. I always say that my major kind of ruined my my sugar intake. Like, I don't have an appetite for sugar just because I know what's in it and I know that my body's way better off. But stuff now is like way too sweet. If I even have like a taste of something really rich, it's like, whoa! So you can regulate your taste buds as well. So commit to just a lower sugar intake. And again, I'm all about balance. I don't never eat sugar, but make it a very rare occasion, and it's going to be better for your health overall. I will go into detail on all of these in future episodes, but this is just a very high level overview of what I suggest as far as nutrition intake. And it all goes back to the question of how can I reduce body fat in my tummy? So this is very important. Diet is very important. Another thing that I want to talk about with relation to tummy fat is cortisol. So cortisol is a hormone that actually, it's a stress hormone that actually will have your body deposit more body fat in your abdomen. So control stress. And guess what? Your sleep will also help you control stress, and mindfulness. So being mindful and practicing meditation, journaling, and just having a mindful practice will also help control that stress and the cortisol, and that could also result in a leaner and maybe the abs that you're looking for. So that is my answer to the very typical question I get of how do I target tummy fat? Okay, so next I want to talk about habits. So we've covered some fitness, nutrition, mindset, controlling our stress, and now let's talk about habits. You guys know one of my taglines is make health a habit. It is so important. Your life gets so much easier when you can make healthy habits. One thing, soapbox right now, it comes to mind. What we are and what we do is 100% a result of the habits that we have committed to and made, both good and bad, over the years. So when you think about it, we're just a result of all the habits that we currently have. What does that mean? That means you have the power to change it. And you don't want to change it super fast. You want to do small, consistent changes. I'm a big fan, as all of you guys in FITT 22 learned from our Habit Builder series, I am a big fan of making monthly tweaks. And so as part of our monthly newsletter, I want to share with you guys that these are the foundational habits that you're going to want to focus on. You can, again, download these documents on my website. The link will be below. But these are your foundational habits. and there'll be a little bit of a direction on what each of them are. But track your habits and make commitments to small changes every month for large changes over time. So we're at the beginning of 2022. How much can you improve your life by the end of 2022? And I've said it a few times through this episode. I am not about aesthetics. I am not about saying, can you get to a size by size? No, push the scale, ditch your scale, throw your scale out the window. It's about how we feel, and it's about celebrating health and really truly working on our health. That's gonna make the biggest impact in our lives. So when you think about habits, and when I'm talking to you, I'm not talking about scale weight or clothing size. I'm talking about true health on the inside. So let's commit to our habits, and I want you to start thinking about every single month, like right now, as a brand new month to make habit changes. Now, this is your foundational habits tracker. Once you have nailed the foundations, then you're just gonna simply use your monthly habit tracker and continue the progress. So every single month, and this is what I do. Every single month, I look at what my current habits are. I assess whether or not I was successful at something I wanted to change the month before. Guess what? There's months where I'm like, I really did not create that habit like I wanted to, and boom, that goes into my next month. And then many times I'm like, I am crushing that habit. It is now that 21-day magic. It is now truly a habit that I have in my life. And now how can I go a little bit further? And remember, small, gradual steps is going to be the key to your success. Okay. Everything that you need to know from this video update is linked below. I keep referencing it. I also want you guys to submit your questions to me. So if you have thought about stuff through this episode where you're like, oh, I really want to know, write it down or keep it in your head, click the link down below and submit your questions. I really, really want to make this something that you look forward to, a celebration, and also very, very valuable as far as helping you reach your goals. So this month was really just a kickoff. I wanted to share some exciting news and some exciting things that we have had going on in the month of January and really just kick this off. But in the coming months, it's going to become more and more valuable, and I want to hear your voice and from you on how we accomplish that. So with that, you guys, thank you so much for being a part of this community. I want to know how I can always better serve you, but I appreciate you. I see you. Keep chasing your dreams, keep crushing your goals, and as always, you got me to help with that, and I'm going to be right by your side. So I will see you in your next live workout, and I will see you next month for your video update for March.